Hi there, everybody. Good times and to you all. My name is Wayne Walker, and today is the 23rd of April, my time. And this is going to be the second commentary video that I do, or rather, live commentary, I should say, since I am actually playing this game as I speak. But yeah, I was trying to think of some fun topics to kind of talk about, you know. I did want to stream today. I really did want to stream today, but unfortunately, at the moment, there are some ISP issues happening with my internet, which unfortunately can't be helped, right? I mean, I guess on the bright side, my internet still does work, but it's very, very patchy, you know? Like, there'll be times where it works perfectly fine, but there'll be other times where it just kind of cuts out, or or the speed just tanks, you know? Which is not the ideal condition to be in, especially when you're streaming, right? But, you know, that's all good. These things do happen. But yeah, today, as I was just kind of lying in bed, looking up at my ceiling, thinking about like, man, what should I talk about? What should I, Wayne Walker, talk about for my second ever live commentary video? And it just came to my mind, hey, why don't I talk about hobbies or things that I want to do, yet I haven't done for whatever reason, you know? And I think that's a very good or interesting topic to talk about. And I hope that you guys will maybe share some of your hobbies that you want to get into but haven't for whatever reason, right? All right, so first on the list, right? Fishing. I have genuinely never gone fishing in my life, despite my strange affinity towards freaky fish people, you know, such as, you know, a man who reviews canned fish, or a man who has like an ill, like a full ecosystem, right? Well, not like natural ecosystem, but he has like a big. He basically flooded. I think it's called a cistern in his old house, which is kind of like a basement, right? It's like an old-timey water storage kind of facility thing that they had back in the day. But he just flooded it, and he has a bunch of fish down there. I think he has catfish, he has eels, he has crabs, and he has a bunch of other fish in there. It's really freaky, but in a good way, you know, in a genuinely really interesting way. Ooh, that's my fault for standing still there. But yeah, I've actually never gone fishing before. I just never had the opportunity to. And even though a friend of mine, who I like to call Ratatouille, right? That's the funny name that I dubbed him, Ratatouille. But you know, Ratatouille and I, despite us saying, "Oh man, we should go fishing sometime together," or "Oh bro, you know, let's get some drinks and let's just, you know, sit by, I don't know, the ocean or a lake and just shoot the crap. Let's shoot the crap and let's go fishing," you know? We've just never done that. We've just never done that. Also, I think his dad has a boat as well. I'm pretty sure his dad has some kind of boat in storage, right? So, I think our idea, or like our optimistic idea, was to borrow that boat and go fishing at a good spot, you know? But unfortunately, that just hasn't happened. I think it's also in part because, you know, I believe in my state, or I believe in my country, I need a license to go fishing. It's very simple to get, but I do believe I do need a license. And of course, on top of that, I do need a rod and bait and whatnot. But yeah, but that's fishing. That's one of the hobbies, or one of the things that I want to do that I haven't done yet. And another one, I think this is more of a cost reason, right? There's a cost reason. But I do enjoy model building, actually. I do enjoy building very, very simple models. And as a kid, right? As a kid, while I didn't make models, per se, I did make a lot of origami. I remember my mum, she bought me, like, these Korean origami books, right? And I used to eat those up. I used so much origami paper to make, I don't know, bouncing frogs or roses or whatnot, right? I don't know if we still have those books, but I'm not too sure if we don't have those books anymore, or if we've given them away to a family friend. But regardless, you know, if we did give it to a family friend, then I hope they actually are enjoying the most of it, because the books that my mum bought were actually balling. Oh my god. But sorry, back to the topic of Gundam though, right? I mean, of course, there are cheaper Gundam model kits out there. In fact, in my room right now, I do have 2 Gundam model kits. But the thing is, I just don't have the proper tools for them at the moment. You know, I don't have the proper filers or sandpaper, like the different grits of sandpaper, right? I also don't have a lot of good knives or cutters at the moment, at least, right? And I'll be very honest with you guys. I did kind of want to stream myself building a model Gundam, right? I did genuinely want to stream myself building a model Gundam, but I feel as though if I did with my current tools at my disposal at the moment, I feel as though a lot of Gundam fans will kind of roast me, you know? I think they'd roast me and they'd crucify me for my terrible craftsmanship and all the scuff marks and the stress marks on the plastic. Ooh. But yeah, so yeah, that's something that's kind of limiting me. Also, 199. That was a pretty good run right there. 199. But yeah, I didn't really have a strong affinity towards Gundam. The series at least, right? I of course I do enjoy big robots fighting each other or big robots fighting monsters, such as the first Pacific Rim, which is honestly such a fun movie. So I believe that the hobby of Gundam it's in progress at least, or it's a investment to be made in the future. But also, you know, that's also a great segue there. Speaking of the future, one of the things that I don't want to do at the moment, but I do want to try out in the future, is I want to give learning a brass instrument a shot, you know? And you might be asking, but Wayne, why didn't you just pursue music now? And, well, I actually kind of am. I actually am kind of pursuing music. If you guys didn't know, I am actually doing vocal lessons, you know? I do weekly vocal lessons, and they're actually a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and I feel as though I am improving. Though that being said, I obviously have a long way to go. I have a long way to go with my singing, as well as my vocal techniques, you know, and my I think it's the compression in my lungs or my stomach, especially when I'm belting or holding out a long note. Yeah, I gotta work a lot. I gotta work a lot on vocal stuff, you know. But to be quite honest with you guys, to be quite transparent, it may sound a bit goofy, but hear me out here, right? Hear me out. In my 30s or in my 40s, I kind of want to be like Chet Baker, you know? I want to be the chill, cool adult, kind of like the beatnik at the cafe who's like, I don't know, with his future AirPod Generation 15s or whatever, right? If I can even afford those in the future. But with my future AirPod 15s, I'm going to be the kind of guy who's sitting by the cafe and he's slowly nodding his head to some experimental post-modern jazz, I don't know, that's come out of Hilux 5, you know, the grand 5th series in the Hilux series, published by Digital Revolver. Oh, sorry, is it Digital Revolver or Digital Devolver? The guys who published Enter the Gungeon? I can't remember. But also, by the way, Hilux is a great game. Hilux is a great game with an amazing soundtrack. I haven't played it myself, honestly. I haven't played it myself, but I do plan on doing it in the future. Maybe streaming it, but we'll see. We'll see. I feel as though my main strength as a streamer are my chatting skills, not so much my gameplay skills, you know. But I do believe that Hilux is not too long of a game. In particular, the first game I've heard is kind of shortish, you know, kind of short, not too long, a kind of pretty compact game. So yeah, so I might give that a shot, but we'll see, No guarantees though. Oh, and also, you know, but speaking of price, like I mentioned with Gundam, another thing that's also limiting me, or obviously a big limiter on what you can do or what you can afford, not just with hobby, right, but also, to be quite real, your needs. 205 seconds. Pretty good. Obviously, money's a big factor, right, as to what you can afford. And one thing that I kind of dabble in, just a bit, but not often, right? It's the audio game. Specifically with the whole audiophile community, right? I do have, at the moment, I do have 2 pairs of ini monitors, and I have a pair of headphones that I bought back. God, when did I buy them? Maybe 4 to 5 years ago? Maybe 6 years ago, actually. I forgot the model name, but they're Audio Technicas, and they're very good to. They're very good if you're listening to very orchestral stuff. But I wouldn't know because my ears aren't trained like Crinical's, for example, right? But yeah, the audio game, right? There's actually, I do want to purchase new headphones eventually, specifically open back ones, right? I want to buy open back headphones, maybe buy Audio Technica. I want to buy new true wireless earphones, primarily because my Galaxy Beams, right? My Galaxy Buds Live, the battery life is kind of losing it. So eventually, maybe after I get my tax return, I'll make that investment into the AirPod Pros Gen 2s, Maybe I'll do that. But, oh man, but actually, I don't know if you guys know this, right? But China is actually a very, very big powerhouse when it comes to the IEM/headphone community, right? Because they're actually making some really incredible stuff. They really are. For example, there's this company called Moondrop. I'm not too sure if they came out of nowhere per se, right? But they really surprised the audio game or the audio scene with really well priced in-ear monitors. And of course, the cool thing about Moondrops as well, I believe each of their IEMs or headphones, they have a specific anime girl kind of promoting them, right? There's always an anime girl art on their boxes, which I think is actually kind of neat. Not gonna lie, it's nice art. If you guys can tell, I'm a PNG tuber, so by relation, I am also a bit of a weeb. But a bit of anime art on a box of in-ear monitors or earphones. Well, I gotta say, it doesn't add. It does kind of add to the experience, but while it doesn't impact the audio quality of the earphones, obviously, I think it's just neat. I just think it's neat. I like anime art, so having this nice box art for your Moondrop. Hold on, I'm trying to think of a set of Moondrops. Kaios? Oh, no, I think that's actually a different brand. But, oh yeah, your Moondrop Arias, for example, right? Having some anime girls plastered on the box set of your Moondrop Arias. I know, I'm not complaining at all. And you know what? Not gonna lie, a bit of a dream of mine. Is to... a wild dream, by the way. A completely wild dream of mine is to actually get myself plastered on an IEM box, It's like my brand is being attached to these IEMs. I think that'd be kind of neat. And it would also get some cool art of myself anyway, as well, But that's a bit aspirational there. That is a bit aspirational. But anyway, I do see that, we're very well past the 10-minute mark. So I'll just stop the video here. But thank you so much for listening to my live commentary, everyone. And also, what kind of hobbies would you like to get into? Let me know in the comments. All right, peace. Bye-bye.